So now we've got to wonder, like, what happens next? Trade talks are supposed to resume. Carney says there's a 30-day window to strike a deal. But if this is how he negotiates, we're in deep shit. The guy's getting pushed around like a dollar store shopping cart. And we haven't even gotten to the big ticket items like steel, energy, or autos. They're not even remotely resolved. It was about testing power. And Canada flunked the test terribly. Trump said this tax discriminates against US companies. Although every company that generates revenue in a country should have to pay taxes in that country. That seems fair, right? They are benefiting from that country's population and money. So why should that country not get a piece of the pie? The threshold was 20 million in Canadian digital revenue. That's basically just Meta, Amazon, Google, and Apple. Every giant platform Canadians use on a daily basis. And then there's the very hilarious part. Carney walking out of his office, dodging questions from reporters. Will you back down from the tax that he was asked? And then he mumbles something about complex negotiations and pretends it's all part of the plan. Even the language in the government statement made it clear that they're scrambling. They kept using the term Canada's new government, like they're trying to distance themselves from the old one. And let's talk about what this means long term. For starters, Canada is looking weak. We just showed the world we cannot stand by our own policies when the pressure hits. And this wasn't a war or like a missile crisis. This was simply a 3% tax. And we folded on that. Secondly, every other negotiation going forward is now going to be 10 times harder. If Trump sees we'll cave under pressure, what's he going to ask for next? And then third, this is the most important one. If we're going to be taxing the digital economy, we better be prepared for a blowback, because this isn't 1995 anymore. Everything is digital now. And if the US pulls services or jacks up their own fees on our tech exports, we are pretty toast.